race. Set. Starter sends them away from the 1600 meter marker. TikTok Addiction scrubbed along at the back of the field early on. So Bella's Charm is the early leader, racing up there. Berries of the Straw, Enchanted Royal is also up there. On the outside, past the Battens in the white cap, then Beverly Baby further back in the field. A distant fifth at this stage, about 10 lengths off the leader, followed by Future Date just on its outside, then another 2 lengths back to Bella Boop Boop along the fence. Ambitious Lady, the purple cap, is just outside of that, and racing out at the back end of the field, we have TikTok Addiction racing about 15 lengths off the leader as they come down the straight with about 1,000 meters left to run. Out in front, Enchanted Royal, that guides them into the straight from past the Baton on the outside in second. Bella's Charm races back in third. Then came beyond that one Beverly Baby and Future Date on the outside. Berries of the Straw extreme right hand side, the red cap. Then Ambitious Lady got about 8-9 lengths to make up. Then Bella Boop Boop and TikTok Addiction. Coming down to the last 500 meters, Enchanted Royal still goes, comes to the middle past the Baton, down the inside Bella's Charm. Ambitious Ladies also running on in the purple cap, two off the left hand side, then Bella Boop Boop, and look at Future Date is also cruising on the outside as they come to the last 200 meters. Future Date goes into the lead, goes 3 lengths clear. TikTok Addiction's running on from the back end of the field, then came past the Baton, but Future Date won't be caught at this stage, goes 3 lengths clear and will win strongly. TikTok Addiction second, Bella Boop Boop third, fourth is tight, Ambitious Lady and past the Baton. Over 1, but we'll wait for the judge to confirm that. So here's your head on replay. Future Date 2 off the right hand side, under the hands at this stage, no stick, just keeps on going strongly under Muzieni. Sails home nicely from TikTok Addiction. So it's 2, 4, 7, 3 and 1. We'll leave as a photo for now. It'll probably go the way of 3, but we'll wait for the judge to confirm. Numbers are 2473, 2473.
Welcome back. Well, it is the old firm once again. At it is, of course, talking Muzieni and St. John Gray. They have really achieved a bit of a training feat. We'll talk to the trainer in a bit of a after we've spoken to the jockey, whose odds have shortened once again over the last few days. I think he's getting irritated about it, but we've got to remind him that the odds keep on shortening.
Yes, the public's allowed to their opinion, so yeah, good for them. Thank you for the support.
All right, now talking about this one, obviously a great feat by St. John Gray last week Saturday. Ran a cracker over 1450, and a few days later, irrespective of the quality of the field, has come back as a safe and sound and has actually gone on to one better.
Yes, he phoned me as a track in the morning and it's like, Muzi, please don't worry. I might, obviously I'm going to have a thorough check on her, that there's no niggles or anything or muscle stiffness. But for as far as he's concerned, he's quite happy with how he pulled up. So I do trust him, and obviously the stats show for themselves. So I have to have all the faith in him and just go in with confidence.
Indeed. Well done for this one. And of course, the horse itself gave you a good feel?
Yes, a very, very nice filly. I think once she learns to settle and calms down and realizes that she's actually a quality racehorse, she'll have a bright future. And the way she won, I'm sure you could see. It is a maiden handicap show. She was carrying almost top weight as a 3-year-old. So I thought it was a win full of merit. All
right, we're not going to talk about St. John's other horses. We're going to talk about a horse now. Did you see the interview Billy did with Vicky during Track Talk?
No, I missed it.
Right, you would have really said, I'm going to win this race, whatever I do. He says, Muzi phoned for the ride, the horse as well. I expect top 3. He says, no. I'm actually going to beg Muzi to win the race for me.
Oh, yes, I can't obviously tell why he ran such a poor race last start, but previous runs on form must be a massive runner.
We're talking about a full go to those who haven't looked at the race card yet, and On Cue must be overdue.
On Cue, yes, it's a mixed race with the boys. Yeah. Don't Shoot the Bomb and won a good race last time. John Wick won a good race last time, so she's one of the few fillies in the race. It's always never easy, and she's not always the greatest starter, but she holds form and she's got a big heart. a top 3 run, hopefully.
Right, we wish you all the best for the afternoon. As I said, I'll talk to St. John Gray about the rest of his runners, and perhaps your sponsors are awaiting your good wishes.
Yes, I got to say, I've got some nice runner, Mr. Gray's horse, I think in Seattle.
No, we're going to talk to him, and we're
Yeah.
going to
Oh,
put him on the spot.
okay. That's, I thought, one of my better runs
Yes.
later on in the card. But just to him, well prepared, great training feet, and well done to my sponsor, Stone's damn cool.
Yeah, wish you well. St. John, very well done for your latest one. I was just saying to Lyle yesterday, there isn't a meeting I can recall in recent time where I haven't spoken to you and Muzi, or you in your own capacity.
Yeah, look, from time to time we have a chat out there. So
In front of the camera I'm talking about.
thanks. Cecil, no, yeah, I heard what you said to Muzi. Look, I mean, the handicapper went and rated this filly £9 on her last run. But because we didn't win the race, we don't get that penalty today. So I had no option but to run her because she was a blinder on that basis.
Yes.
And it showed. I mean, that 4.5 that she won by was that 4.5 that we actually got.
Okay.
So no penalty now. Yeah, you know,
The handicap also waits,
look, I mean, he's given me an 84, and I don't believe I should go up on that unless TikTok's going to go up another £5 or £6 for finishing well clear of the third horse. But, you know, I had the same situation recently, and we had a little argy-bargy, and the handicapper came to his senses, and I was satisfied with what he then penalised me. But now, getting back to this race, yeah, I got here just in time. The horses were actually going out. And I spoke to Muzi on the way out, and he sort of just winked at me and said, don't worry, and that was fine for me. Yeah, the pace suited us perfectly, because I was worried that she would get in front and do a little too much, but it looked as though there were a few July contenders in that field all going at about, I don't know what speed, but it was very fast. And you know, we just bided our time and came through. She's a decent little filly, this, so, you know, don't
Yeah, but you were saying once she learns to saddle, she'll be quite useful.
Yeah, you know, she plays up a bit at the start. That's why we have to use the pony with her. But, you know, she was one of my better 2-year-olds, but then went through a bit of a growing phase and this, that, and the next thing, and, you know, unfortunately it counted against her. But she's, you know, she's maturing. She's not quite strong enough yet. But, yeah, we'll just keep quiet, leave it at that.
Right, one of those that won as a 2-year-old, and then after that win, a lot of winners came out that had run behind guerrilla warfare. Post a 2-year-old career, things have gone. There's been a few bad luck stories, and I see the tongue ties on.
Yeah, you know, I thought he'd run a big race last time, but wow, you know, he just pulled like a steam train at the back of the field. Poor Danielson had a heck of a time trying to control the horse. You know, he's a decent little horse, this. I mean, his first few runs, as you've just said, were pretty decent, although they were over sprints.
Yes.
Well, if they gave us a 2-year-old 14 or 1600, it would be great, but they don't. They always got a sprint. So, yeah, he's just needed the time. We galled at him. So I'm expecting a big run from him today. In fact, all of Muzi's rides for me, I'm expecting good runs.
Free in Seattle, and that is after hours. Who slightly disappointed last time out?
Yeah, I don't know what happened. Muzi was all over the place at the back of the field. He
I think
said,
that was Smanger, wasn't it?
did I say Muzi? Yeah. Sorry. Samanga, yeah, he was all over the place at the back, and he knows the horse very well. So I can only think just write that race off. The horse was never balanced. So hopefully better today.
Wish you well, and thank you for taking time to talk to us.
Always my pleasure.
The gentleman who is that, please remind us of the name.
Silas Gray.
That's St. John Gray as the horses start to come in. Thank you so much once again, sir. And that is yours, of course. You're making a collection of these. This is from the ROA. That is winner's bonus, and we wish St. John many more this afternoon.
What Silas White can do, St. John Gray can do better.
All right, you've heard. That is race number 2. A bit of a lengthy interview. Already the runners are coming into the parade ring. So without further ado, we've got Lyle. He's ready to take over patiently, I must say. And Nakib, he's still around. And a good afternoon to you, Nakib. He seems in one piece after his harrowing flight out to PE on Tuesday.